नाज़रीन, इस वक्त हमारे साथ फेडरल एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर मौजूद हैं। आइए चलते हैं और बात करते हैं फेडरल एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर से। आज इनका दौरा था ओबन का और इनसे पूछते हैं कि ओबन का इनका दौरा कैसा रहा। मिनिस्टर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम। यू केम इन ओबन, विजिटेड अ लॉट ऑफ प्लेसेस and you have visited educational places as well. What would you like to give your message to the community in Oban especially and then Blaxland?
Well, it's a privilege to be the Education Minister of Australia. I don't think there's anything more important than education. I'm the first person in my family to finish high school. Actually, I'm the first person in my family to finish Year 10.
Wow.
And I'm only in this position because of the teachers and the lecturers that gave me the opportunity in life to get a good education. And that's what I want to give back to our community. And our community here in Auburn, as well as Granville and Marylands, we rely on good schools as well as opportunities to go to TAFE and University more than almost any community in the country. It's education that changes lives, and that's why I'm so glad to be here today.
In Oban, you visited different medical centers, places. A few people there, I was listening, they were telling you about problems in medical field as well. What would you like to say about their problems, and would you like to help them out to solve their problems?
Yeah, well, we were talking about general practice, how we can make sure we get more doctors here in Auburn. We're lucky in Australia, we've got Medicare.
Yep.
Medicare doesn't exist in many countries around the world. I think we've got the best health system in the world, but we want to make it even better and make it stronger. You always hear stories of people who wait too long to see the doctor. I want to make sure that for everybody in our community, if you get sick, then you know that you can go to the doctor and show that Medicare card. You don't have to show your credit card.
Yep.
That's what makes Australia such a special place. Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister, has announced about an extra $8 billion to make sure that people can see the doctor for free. But we also need to do more to make sure there's more doctors in our local community. As Education Minister, I'm increasing the number of spots at university to train more doctors, but there's always more work to do here to make sure we've got doctors here in Auburn.
One very important question, people in your area, as elections are coming, they're on the way. So you had votes from them, you tried to deliver them as much as you can. In coming elections, what are your expectations from Auburn, Maryland, Granville, South Granville, all other your electoral area?
Well, it's the privilege of my life to represent the community of Western Sydney in the Australian Parliament. This is where I grew up. I've been able to represent our community now for 17 years, but I never take it for granted. And so every day I focus on the things that are most important for our community. Number one, a good job, so you can pay the bills. Number two, free healthcare, so that if you're sick, that you're looked after. And number three, a great education. As Education Minister, one of the proudest things that I've delivered, or that I'm most proud of delivering, is an agreement with the New South Wales Government last week, $4.8 billion to increase funding for our public schools here in New South Wales, that I know is going to change the life of children right across our community. As Education Minister, I also fund non-government schools as well. Every year, more than $700 million invested into Islamic schools across the country.
That's great.
That just makes the world of difference for children, not just here in Auburn, but right across the country. But there's a lot more work to do.
Yeah, the ethnic community, they get the benefit of those fundings as well. Their local languages they can learn, like Arabic, Urdu, Hindi, or different languages.
That's exactly right. As well as community language schools that operate on the weekend. You know, I think we're the best country in the world.
We are certainly, and we hope this country goes as it is, and we hope people energetic like you, they are our ministers and they're delivering us, and they're trying their level best to deliver us. Long live Australia.
Can I add one more thing in though? Like, one of the reasons I think we're such a special country is because we're made up of people from all around the world. People who bring to Australia language, culture and faith. And we're an example to the rest of the world because we're people from all around the world living in harmony. But it is so important to send the message that we want people to keep their faith, keep their culture, keep their language, pass it on to their children. And that's one of the things that our education system does as well.
थैंक यू सो मच। नाज़रीन, आपने सुनी गुफ्तगू हमारे एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर जेसन क्लेयर की, और मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि इस तरह के एनर्जेटिक जो मिनिस्टर्स हैं जो कम्युनिटी को डिलीवर करना चाहते हैं, हमारा काम बनता है कि वी शुड सपोर्ट देम इन इलेक्शंस। और जो आपके ज़मीर की आवाज़ है, वोट इज़ अ बिग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, यू शुड वोट दोज पीपल्स हु आर डिज़र्विंग, एंड आई थिंक जेसन क्लेयर ही डिज़र्व माई वोट। नाउ इट्स अप टू यू when election will come, whether you're going to vote Jason Clare or somebody else, but think once when you go to vote who is deserving. Thank you so much.